Oh, I'll let you hear it. All right. Well, as you know, the days are getting longer. The weather's getting warmer. It's time to break out the tackle and the fishing poles. It is time to go catfishing. I have been fishing with my dad since I was around 10 years old. It was a great experience to fish with my dad, learn about fishing. There's nothing more relaxing to me than sitting on a bank waiting for a bite. And now I take my wife and my children fishing to teach them the same skills that my father put into me. Fishing the Kokomo Reservoir is a very relaxing experience, and to tell you, all you need is some knowledge of the area, the right gear, and the right bait. And first, I'm going to give you some information about the reservoir. The reservoir dam was built in 1958. The deepest water is near Greentown. It's around 20 feet deep down there, around a gravel pit. The reservoir is 484 acres of water. They cut trees down, but left the stumps when they built the reservoir. That left great habitat for the fish, but it's kind of rough on boats during the dry seasons. When the water gets down, you can tear your boats up pretty good. There are a wide variety of fish in the reservoir. There's a crappie, sunfish, bluegill, white bass, rock bass, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, flathead catfish, channel catfish. Now on this particular fishing trip, we're going to be talking about catching channel catfish. We're going to be talking about selecting the right type of gear and selecting the right type of bait for your fishing trip. The first thing you want is to make sure you have a good rod of anywhere from 7 to 10 feet in length. The longer the rod, the farther you're able to cast out. You want to use a light to heavy spin cast or spinning reel with your rod. And light spinning reels are great if you want a lot of fight with the catfish, you enjoy more of a fight. The heavier rods, or if you just want to worry about getting supper put on the table and not losing as many. You want to use anywhere from a 10-pound test braid line, or you can go up to a 17-pound monofilament line. Catfish, and you also want to use 12 to 18-inch leads on your line to help keep the catfish from biting through the line or snapping your line. Catfish would eat just about anything. And, yeah, amen. And you want to make sure you have sharp hooks, because more catfish are lost due to people using doll hooks or cheap hooks that tend to straighten out when they hook into a big catfish. The type of baits to use will develop from chicken liver to crawdads to mussels or clams, minnows, live or dead, are good bait. They'll bite on cheese, they'll bite on hot dogs, they'll bite on dough baits. Like I said, they'll bite on just about anything. You want to make sure you're in your tackle box, that you bring plenty of sinkers, extra hooks, split shots, excuse me, and I like to take a long nose pair of pliers in mine to help me get the hooks back out of the catfish mouth. You also want to take a long net to help you land the big ones, and you also want to bring a live fishing net to put the keepers in as you're finishing your fishing. Most catfish bite at night, and you want to make sure that you bring a lantern or some other form of light so that you can see what you're doing when you're baiting your hooks, and watch your poles. You want to sometimes some fishermen like to use bells or other items on their poles to let you know when fish are biting. Just to wrap things up, sorry, lost my place. It'll be a great day when we go fishing. Fishing will help teach you patience, because you have to have a lot of patience to fish. It's also a great thing to pass down to your children to learn how to fish. So let's look forward to a great summer of catfish fishing. Thank you. Encore. Purple haze. Purple haze. Purple